Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of my past and current job experiences. More so I'm going to be talking about my past experiences. I don't want you guys to be counting my money and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah. So I've had various jobs with different job descriptions throughout my working career. I've basically been working since I was around 14 or 15. So yeah, I have some experience down my belt. But anyway, just go for the ride. Here we go. So what I'm probably going to phrase this video as, not necessarily giving it a title or whatever, but just talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly with jobs. I think I did something like this before. I was talking about how to deal with negative people, but I'm going to really go into a little bit more in depth with my jobs and stuff like that. So my first official job was while I was in high school. I got that while I was in high school. It was McDonald's. And man, oh man, it was a hell of a ride. It was a hell of a ride. You know, it started off good, you know, baby face, and you're all happy and enthusiastic about the job. You're motivated. But then as you progress further within the company, this is a real life situation within McDonald's. Those premonitions for being baby-faced and happy-go-lucky, wanted to follow protocols and stuff, that definitely went downhill because you didn't have people leading by example. And yeah, I was in my teens, of course. I had worked there longer than a lot of people. You know, people had came in after me, after I had started working there. And I actually worked there for 2 years. Which in the grand scheme of things, that's not much, but you know, that was pretty good considering all the stuff that happened while I was working there. So yeah, that job was crazy, man. I almost got into some physical altercations there, definitely some verbal altercations. You know, I'm not the same person I was back then, but yeah, man, I was ready to box some people. But yeah. Let's fast forward. Okay, so I did tell you one time I was in the military, and that's accurate. That was the best and the worst job ever in the world. I've had some really bad jobs throughout my time of living, but that was actually taken out of the good that came out of it. It was the worst job ever. Literally, hands down. I mean, I think there was a statistic given a few years ago where it talked about some of the most stressful jobs, and enlisted personnel in the military was listed in the top 10. It might have been the top 5. So yeah, things that you had to take into account. You had hazardous working conditions. You had people that abused their authority and you really couldn't do anything about it. Stuff like that. And yeah, I'm a resistor. As you recall, some of my ancestry is derived from a group of people who are known as resistors. So I can't be manipulated and controlled. So ultimately, yeah. So you guys also, I'm a person, I dream big. You know, I can see things. I'm not a psychic or anything, or I'm not part of the cult or whatever, but sometimes I have a strong willpower, and I do the things to make those things that I dream about or have in a vision manifest in real life. And that's my motto. I don't let anything or anyone stop me from doing what I want to do, goal wise, you know. So yes, I have stepped out on faith. Um, I don't, you deal with stuff at the job place and stuff with people in life. And may I also add, it wasn't always necessarily the job per se, it was really the people within the job that made it a living hell, you know. The only place that I can say where the job was dangerous or it was in the way was when I was in the military. That's one example that I can give to you where without the people, the job was still dangerous, if that made any sense. But it may not to someone that hasn't been in the military. But yeah, that's one good example. But a lot of the other jobs, all else being equal, it was really just the people that made my life a living hell, or tried to make my life a living hell. But, I am a person that stand out on faith, and, I'm going to only take but so much from a person at the job. Just like I got this job, I can get another job, because even right now, I'm not doing what I want to be doing career-wise. I'm working towards those goals that I'm planning on doing. So, this is I'm just going down this little road right now. If you're not going to help me, oh well, goodbye. That's the reason why I try to think out of the box. I try to have many sources of income coming in. I don't try to have just one source of income coming in, because, people be tripping at these jobs. So pretty much at every job, and some of the bigger jobs that I've worked at, I've experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly. And let me tell you, I have had the worst, it seems like, things that I said that I wouldn't deal with or I wouldn't, experience, they happen, I know I was telling you about some roommates that I had. By the way, I'm not racist or whatever like that, but I was saying to myself, based on my interactions with these particular group of people that I had as roommates, I was like, I'm not going to put up with any BS from any people of this group at the job. Why did I say that? Lo and behold, I went into the military, and man, one of my chiefs, he was from Iraq, and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, it's crazy, man, how life works, But I am here. I made it. I'm not in jail, It's like, but on a serious note, I look at things, I reflect on things in life, and I see that there's a pattern. We're taught, society, we're kind of like influenced to just go ahead and work for someone, I know back like with my grandmother's time, and even my mom's time, that's still working age, but more so like with my grandmother and like my great aunts and stuff and great uncles, those people, they were told, not necessarily told, but they were encouraged to work a job for 40 years and then retire. Which that's good. That's an accomplishment. They had to do what they had to do to get by. But for one thing now, most jobs, they don't offer good benefits like that. It's very hard to come by a job that's like that. And yeah, it's not the same now. It's definitely not the same. You have jobs that are not really giving incentives now. The environment is different now because it's post-pandemic, but pre-pandemic, you still had jobs that were either trying to cut the benefits, try to, go against certain regulations that were put into place to help kind of like level off the playing field. for people. But yeah, my heart goes out to people who might feel like there's no other options, or that they're stressed out, not satisfied with their predicament in life. You know, I know what it feels like to be stressed out. I mean, if you be honest, I'm kind of like stressed out too, but I never could tell, you know. But for anyone that's watching this video, you know, just don't be afraid to think outside of the box. Take that leap, you know. Take that leap out on faith, and you won't regret it. What you regret is working for a company that's treating you like dirt. Because a lot of people don't realize that no matter how, you know, dedicated, how good you are at a job, in the workplace, if you were to die, they're gonna replace you right away, you know? That's how I look at things, you know? I thank you to all who watched this video all the way to the end. That helps me out, helps me get these watch hours up. But anyway, you know the drift. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.